Like,
That's true. We both be like this on the video, like, what y'all saying? Y'all, we in here, just waiting for people to come in. I know you can't see Dre on this side, but I don't know if I could do anything about that. Let's try twist it a little bit. And we'll wait 2 more minutes. This is what we do. This is only quarantine behavior. If we wasn't quarantined, we wouldn't be doing it. We got somebody on Facebook, but we can't see who you are. And the Smoke King is on Instagram.
What's up, Antoine?
What's going on? And we're giving our normal 3-minute wait to let people get in before we start this conversation. I have to continuously say what we're talking about, even though we have to do that anyway. Oh, goodness. Just chilling. My eyes have been tripping lately. I'm trying to read the stuff. I'm blinking all hard. Can't see nothing. Who's joining us over on Facebook? Sometimes Facebook works and sometimes it doesn't. Today is not. 1 more minute. Yep, we lost. Y'all old senior citizens. I mean, something like that. Dre old, I ain't old. We just tired. All right, time's up. So, go ahead, baby.
I forgot. Hey, what's up, everybody? Hope everybody having a good evening. What's
Hey, Tay Tay, what's going on?
What's that, Shantae?
Tamara's like,
So, the topic tonight is basically off of another podcast, to be honest with you. What you want to call it? So, I'm probably use the wrong word, right? But they kind of was talking about a form of entrapment, right?
Yeah, I would say so. I would say that's entrapment.
So, the situation is this. They're dating. She don't want to wait for so long, you know what I mean? So she was like, you know what, look, I ain't gonna be just on girlfriend status, whatever. You know, what's your plans, da. He was like, okay, so she guess she wanna get married. I mean, he was feeling her, whatever, okay, let's get married. So they got married.
Oh, she said she didn't want to wait longer than a year. She don't want to be engaged longer than a year.
All right, so with that said, he took that to him as a form of entrapment. Because pressure. And she was like, she didn't put no pressure on. She didn't put no gun in his head. But he was like, but you're saying you didn't want to wait more than a year. So that means I had to make a decision. And he was feeling her, so he went ahead and made a decision.
And what she said was there's no pressure there. It was your choice to make the decision. You could have said no.
Right. But again, he was feeling her. He didn't necessarily want to leave. Maybe, and that's something he wouldn't have murdered. Maybe not right then and there within that year. But whatever, he jumped, did it. And so as they going through the marriage thing, I think, kids, and his sexual needs. He was like, well, he felt he was pressured into marriage, so certain things should be met. Where she felt like if she knew the if she knew like the expectations was that high to meet his sexual drive, maybe she would have reconsidered marriage.
Which was a lot higher than hers.
Right. So, what up, Josh?
What's going on, Tangy?
Tangy. Hey, Josh, thank you for the food today, man. Seriously, John was bomb.
It was.
So, yeah. So anyway, he felt pressure. She's saying it's not pressure. So, ladies, when you give a guy, I'm gonna use the word ultimatum. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I would say that was an ultimatum.
An ultimatum. Look, I'm only trying. I ain't gonna be going dating more, like she said, more than a year. The guy felt it was pressure.
Winston Cheney was good.
Yeah, the guy felt he was pressured into marriage because she gave him an ultimatum. She said it wasn't pressure, it was just her, she's stating the facts. Look, I ain't trying to wait more than a year. So what do y'all think? Is that pressure?
I agree with both of them. They both kind of have a point. Like, she was just giving her preferences and saying that I don't wish to be dating you for year after year after year. I would like to, move forward, be a wife, and if we do get engaged, I don't want to have a long engagement. And he was just saying, well, we could do this, but you have got to give me what I need as far as physical. Because she wasn't doing that then, though. So why did he walk into it thinking she was going to do it later?
I didn't hear that she wasn't doing it in the beginning.
She said she wasn't doing it in the beginning. She said that. Why?
Because I don't see him getting married. Yeah. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, because it seemed like the problem came awry once they got married. That was the whole purpose of the subject. He was like, well, why would you get married if you not, can't live up to the sexual drive? Because, like he was saying, you don't want me to go outside, right, of the marriage.
Right.
So there's an obligation there. T.O.
Right. So,
pressure. See, Josh says pressure. But if I'm going to get married, I keep going. All right. If I'm going to get married, I keep going like crazy. Right.
And see, that's what he's saying. Why do women put pressure on the men to get married, to be this, relationship where it's just you two, but then y'all don't want to
meet the certain expectations. Now, but the first question is, do you guys feel it's pressure? Josh said yes, it's pressure. Any women, what do y'all think? Did you ever think about it?
I don't think it's nothing wrong with putting out your, what you're about and how you feel about certain things. Those are conversations I think you should have, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Tia. Yes, but my question to you though is, do y'all see how it can be pressure?
I definitely see how it could be pressure.
You know what I'm saying? Like
constantly saying, after a year, I ain't about this. I'm not about to be your girlfriend for a year. Like, yeah, you putting a time limit on it.
Yeah. And so how do you, and then like I said, if a guy doesn't, like, man, look, I'm not gonna be pressured into this. Get in here, so I have to catch up. Yeah. Basically what we're talking about is, in a relationship, this couple, the guys feel like he was pressured into marriage because the stipulations of the young lady was, I'm not trying to be dating, engaged, whatever, more than a year. She said it's not pressure. She was just stating how she feels.
Yeah.
He's saying, but it's pressure. Because you're telling me, basically, I got to make a decision within a year. I feel you, so I don't really want to lose you. But maybe we're not ready for that big step right now. So then it's like, I got to jump in all the way in. All right. So that's the first part. Right? So now that he jumped in, there's certain expectation. Like you said, you done took me off the shelf. So all the things I might have wanted to go do, whatever case may be, that means now I have to get everything from this one individual.
Right. And if you want to be monogamous, then you need to do what it took, to stay together.
Yeah, so his thing is, like, she's like, dang, I ain't know I was going to have to meet your sexual expectations, I might have reconsidered the marriage thing.
And he's saying, if I knew you weren't going to meet those expectations,
right,
I wouldn't have gone through proposing, and I definitely wouldn't have got married before a year was up. So, which one of them is,
real from the man standpoint, whatever. I understand how he can feel like he's pressured, and maybe I ain't gonna. When y'all do that, even men, probably some men out here do it too. When you do that, even though you feeling like, well, I ain't putting a gun in your head.
That's what she said.
But it's still an ultimatum, which is like pressure. And then, like you say, it's funny how when you dating, everything is good. You know what I mean? Like, no questions asked. Woo woo. As soon as that commitment part come down, it's like, oh God, again, and then so it's like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, dang.
Y'all know what he talking about? Like, oh, man, give me a break. I don't want to, every time I turn over, you tapping me, want to do something. And what he's saying is, why is it like that? Because you want me to be with just you. If I knew that it was going to be like that, I could be experiencing this with somebody else.
You know what I'm saying? So then now his sexual drive not getting mad at whatever case can be. And
she irritated because she keep getting asked.
Yeah, and like he's like, you the person I'm supposed to ask. You know what I'm saying? Like, you the person. So if I'm not supposed to bother you about it,
it's a catch-22.
You know what I'm saying?
But I feel like he had to know in the beginning how she was.
But see, I don't, because the way when I was looking at it, the way it seems like everything was Gucci in the beginning in that area, because he said, well, you knew, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you not be, like, what happened? And she said, if I didn't know I had to keep up with your sexual drive, I would have, So, again, be careful what you ask for.
Yeah, I don't understand why people think that stuff would change.
Yeah.
Once you say, I do, I got him now. I ain't got to do this no more.
And some guys feel that way,
And guys, at least some guys nowadays, they'll leave.
Yeah. I mean, because it's almost like it's like a contract that was broken.
Yeah.
Then she needs to give it up. Yeah. I mean,
is it that simple that she just needs to give it up?
She married. What's the person?
I mean, yeah.
Dave said some boundaries have to be set up front. That way they know where they both know what's about. All right. So again, like I'm saying. What if you in a situation like when doing the dating process and all that, y'all ain't never had that problem.
What's up, Al?
Y'all ain't never had that problem. That's Steve. What's up, Steve?
Oh, my bad. I know my eyes ain't that
bad. Steve, I'm about to catch you up. So it was a couple that was dating. He felt like he got pressured because she gave him an ultimatum. I ain't trying to date but for so long. He was like, all right, forget it. He jumped in there, right? But then once he got married, he felt like she started slipping on her wifely duties. Hey, Mom.
What's up, Mama?
On her wifely duties. Her thing was with Dag, if I know I had to keep up with your sexual drive, maybe I would have reconsidered getting married. His thing is, it's too late now. You didn't pressure me into marriage. Well, she felt, I ain't pressure you. I ain't putting a gun in your head, but when you give an ultimatum, it's almost like pressure. So once you get married, I mean, because like he said, you want to do this monogamous relationship. So that means I'm only supposed to come to you. If you're telling me it's irritating you or bothering you, whatever, because I'm coming to you about this thing that I'm only supposed to come to you about, what is he supposed to do?
And is it okay for him to leave because that is not being met and that was part of the agreement?
If you at work, you got it hired, you filled out an application.
That's how we going?
I'm just saying. It's not a contract. It's a contract. Now, I know it ain't spoken in the contract that you have to. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
If I'm supposed to only discuss this with you, but you're stopping me from having this conversation, who else am I supposed to have a conversation with?
Yeah, facts. Read out loud.
No, this Antoine, I gotta be careful.
Oh.
All right, first he said, if not, he's going to go somewhere else.
See, that's what I said.
Don't be a porn star while we... Okay. He said, don't be a porn star while we dating and be a nun once you get married, get the ring. Exactly.
And why does that happen? Why? I guess to get, like I said, to get the ring.
I think, yeah, exactly. Some people, I ain't gonna keep putting it on women because I'm quite sure nowadays
it's some men like that too.
Some people, I'm telling you, I don't think they understand the work ethic that has to go into a marriage. So it's just like, whoa, I got married. All right, cool. Like, that's the beginning. Like, nothing is happening. Like,
exactly.
So you're going to go through that. Unless you're sick, I don't see why I tell him no.
Hello.
Thank you, T.O.
Doesn't make any sense.
Thank you, T.O.
And she's saying it's getting on her nerves.
She was like, yeah, I can't, you, like, dang, I got to keep up with your sexual drive. Like, you don't have to. But then don't get upset.
Don't be mad when he chucked the deuces.
Some women have a higher sex drive than the men. Yeah.
Yes.
Especially when you get a certain age. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes' testosterone start going down and women start hit their peak. So it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? So, give up the loving, Dave said. Yeah, I mean, because, again, it's a stipulation. So that was his thing. You know what I'm saying? That was she still was stuck on, well, I didn't pressure you.
Well, marriage is more than love. Hey, Amy, what's good?
He shouldn't leave for that. However, she should do her wifely duties. But how often does he want it? 1 a week, 7 times a day. It depends on how high his drive is. And I understand it. Now, you bring up another question. Again, you're locked in now because y'all got married.
Yeah.
So what if it is 7 times a day?
He said every day, though. I think he did say every day. And he was like, I should be entitled to that because I followed what you said. Oh, I need to be monogamous and I want to be with you and only you. And we need to do this before a year is up. So in doing that, go ahead and handle this. That's what he's saying.
You wanted it.
You
asked for it.
Now she like,
here it is.
She like, I don't feel like being bothered all the time. Not ouch though.
Antoine say to trap them, don't censor my post. No, I got to pre-read you.
It's not me, Twan. It's Dre.
I know my cousin. I got to pre-read this stuff. Every man is different and every woman is different when sex is involved. Yeah, that's true. Because I know a couple, I know this other couple, not even necessarily about a couple, but I read that when you have, let's say you had kids. Let's say you had a hysterectomy, I think, and or kids, or I forgot what they say, but sometimes that feeling, it dies out. You know what I'm saying? You're not as... as used to be because because women's body goes through things.
Yeah.
So as a man, we have to understand that. Also that it could really be, some physical. They going through something physical.
And just like the men have to understand that with the women. Oh Lord.
Amy crazy, y'all.
What
Amy crazy.
Oh. I
Right.
ain't even gonna say that. I ain't
What
gonna
you
say that.
Amy, seven times a day, that joint may be.
She a doctor. She
like, look,
but
he might be short. She do give her 7 times a day. He might have to wait 7 days before he can do it again.
He might have to wait 9 months if they keep that up. But I was saying, just like you say, the guy has to be understanding of the woman's physical changes and her moods and what she's going through with that. Mm-hmm. Women have to also be understanding of men because men get older and things start happening and they may not want to do it,
Right. So that's what I'm saying. Like,
but look, marriage is a lot more than love because I think a lot of people go into marriage thinking if we just love each other, we'll be good. Man, it's way more than that.
Yeah, it's a lot to go into it. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, and maybe that's why she should have waited more than a year. Just to make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because like she said, dang, if I would have known I had to meet your sex drive, I would have reconsidered.
I would have reconsidered. I wouldn't have even said that.
Right.
And like, that's
too late now.
Y'all got married and
had kids.
If he married her just off of that, then that's a problem in itself.
Of what? The ultimatum?
Yeah, just the fact that I can have sex with her every day. Because he seemed to not want to be bothered with anything else.
You better get that pill they got for men and women.
It's
Told you,
pills, all
Antoine,
kinds of pills now.
Men's bodies change too. Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can't just go off of the woman, because what if something happened to him and his body changed, and then she like, well, you're not holding up your end, and I want to be out. Like it goes both ways.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like it not just I'm using her only because that there's a couple, but she's wrong. Right. Let it go both ways. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So like I said, I thought that was interesting. But again, when you ladies give ultimatums, or if men doing it too, some ginseng, some sea moss. Thank you, Dr. Antoine. Do you realize that it's actually pressure that you're putting on a person?
But I think that when we give ultimatums, that's pressure on us too.
How?
Because you gotta hold up your end of the bargain too. You can't just be giving all these, you need to do this by this time and this by this time, and you ain't bringing nothing to the table.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yes, and that's I think somebody said that. So yeah, they should have talked about it. So when she gave that ultimatum, he be like, okay, but I used to have this joke, and I think I shared it with y'all. I mean, it wasn't a joke, seriously, it wasn't. But I say, to avoid all this unnecessary dating, whatever the case may be, I used to want to print out an application, right? This is me. Read it. You agree to it, sign it. If not, we can move on. That way we ain't got to worry about that.
There'd be so many people not together.
No, but it cut so much stuff.
They cut the whole lot.
Yeah,
I snore tremendously.
Yeah, and you got to. Oh shit! Can I deal with? You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, yeah, it's certain conversations you have to have. Yes, but he's trying to release that pressure. So stupid.
You know what?
All contracts have loopholes. I'm saying
right. In the small writing.
Right, the small print.
Small print.
Man, and I agree. You know what I'm saying? They can be altered. You know what I'm saying? Contract, you can always get modification. Oh, that was a cousin Joe.
But she gave him the ultimatum. So in this case, it doesn't go both ways. See, that's what I'm saying.
I'm with you listening to that one. Tell people what your life path is up front. I like to be married by 35. I like to start having kids by 30, etc. Okay.
And that's what she did, though. Technically, that's what she did. She says, I don't want to be in a relationship just dating. And then, Lord, Dave, man, focus on the topic.
All right, my cousin Joe said, ultimatums never work and pressure always bust pipes. Yeah. Because it could ruin I mean, because he feels now he's in a place where he feel like I basically gambled and lost. Because I could have been out here, and I'm not trying to make this all about sex, but once you get married, in my personal opinion, it's just Dre right now, doing about sex and money. I feel like those are the two to just
you could end the whole marriage off of those.
So, but like he said, she gave the ultimatum. But no, I agree with you. I don't do, like, to me, that's a deal breaker. If I get an ultimatum, I'm gone. Don't pressure me. I'm focused, just thought it was funny. So yeah, so you shouldn't give nobody. I mean, my thing is, and we discussed, we had this talk before. And Bunday, what's good, bro? Your ultimatum should be with yourself. If you know you only want to go a year, keep it to yourself. See how things go. Because you should be able to tell this ain't I'm not going to meet my quota. Start asking yourself out the situation. But like, you know what? Boom. That's it. Put it to yourself, but don't give it to that person. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a lot of people will just, I'll wait and see how it goes, and then I'll let them know.
Yeah, because you may feel that it's gonna go longer than you know. Right. What? Let me give it 6 more months.
Yeah, that's your decision, though. It's not up to the other person.
Exactly.
I cannot see today. 1 year is thirsty. I'm sorry. You don't even really know him in 1 year. You're dating his representative.
True that.
See, Dre and I got married on our 7-month anniversary, but we knew each other for 10 years prior. You know, yeah. I do know a couple people that have gotten married within months and are still married though.
It's to each his own.
Each his own. It all depends.
Like I said, I believe I do believe you should get to know a person, like really get to know a person, before you go. And I'm not right. I'm not saying that it doesn't work. Some people, like she said, some people done it, still together, whatever. But I just feel like I just say you really should get to know a person. In a couple of months, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like people change, things change.
Mm-hmm. Even with us knowing each other for 10 years, like when you're married, it's different. It's other things that come up.
All right, my cousin Antoine said, well, she need to keep up. She asked for it. Time to get back on that pony and work it out. Your grandmother tough it out, so can you.
Yeah, something wrong with you, boy. Miss Davis comment. It's always a challenge when you give a person a decision-making situation.
Yeah, I just feel like I don't think that's fair. Again, I'm not saying don't have one. Have one for yourself and ride it out. Because even, like I said, your decision may not be exactly what you thought it was. Like you said, you could say, it could be 10 months in, you realize, like, you know what, I'm going to get this an extra 6 months. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like where it's going, but I don't know if I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may want to alter your own.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I mean, I think a lot of people know in the beginning what the decision is. I think a couple months in, women for sure be like, you know what, this family, you know, but they keep sticking it in. Let me see if this change, or let me see if I can change, you know. And that's where it starts going crazy. Mm-hmm. Just wait it out. See, I know for at least a year, I just swore that Dre was going to turn into some other person. I was just waiting constantly, like, this going to change. This going to change tomorrow. And the next day, and then a year went by, and I was like, he going to change tomorrow. He going to change soon. But his representative was him as a person, and it never, ever changed. So, you know, sometimes you still are waiting for that other person to show up, you know, and they're going to prove to you who they are. One day.
Dave said, can you really make something last if you have known the man or woman for a long time? It depends.
Yeah, that depends.
Because you could, just because you know somebody, you know them on a different level. Yep. Like you say, if y'all was just friends,
don't have nothing to do with
y'all was just friends. Like, so, okay, cool, whatever. Some people think that too, but like, oh, we've been friends for a long time.
Yeah, just but like I never said, dealt with Dre and us. We never dealt with each other in that capacity.
Yeah, and so you'll mess around and think just because y'all was cool, it may, you know what I'm saying, but then you mess around, make the wrong decision, and then you done ruined a friendship on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be careful.
Ultimatums never work, and pressure always bust pipes. Pressure bust pipes, get it?
But yeah, I agree. I'm against, like I said, ultimatum. I mean, I know what I want, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to discuss it or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, if a conversation comes up, it's just a conversation, not necessarily ultimatum.
And I still believe that he did not have to marry her just because that's what she said. Yeah, you like her or whatever, but you cannot say, well, let me go ahead and do this so she could stay around and we can do that. Because it seems like to me that was the only thing that was keeping him to do that. Because after that, he's ready to leave. She didn't provide that one thing. Mm-hmm. And he's like, this ain't working. So that was the only reason it seemed that he married her.
No, what I'm saying is, like, from what I got, rather, is he was out here having fun. Like, I mean, he had the opportunity to be out here having fun.
Yeah.
She was like, he said it, you wanted a monogamous relationship.
Yeah.
Because we could have kept it how it was.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You was like, I want a monogamous relationship, I want to get married. Okay, so
he could have said, "Nah, I'm good. I'm trying to have fun."
No, but he never. But he obviously was into it. But when you into somebody and for you to say that I want be exclusive, just you, I want to get married. You got to understand that you're taking on a whole. Now I was already getting satisfied. So now you're saying I got to just one. That's a big plate.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Then she hit him with the shacking up though when they were dating. She said, "I don't want to be shacking up either." She
hit him with that jump. Hit him with the grandma jump. Hit him with the grandma. I can't be shacked up.
Can't do that. Can't shack up.
Even though I've been shacked up with you for like 6 months anyway, but now I feel bad.
I don't want to be doing this anymore. Yeah, she does. That just seemed like game to me.
Yeah. So she played her card. I mean, she got what she wanted.
Yeah, but she
got to live up to it now. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
She about to lose it.
You got to live up to it because, like he said, man, I was out here and dude, like for instance, he used to be in the NFL or whatever. So his testosterone's still high. He like, man, I could just. So for me to have to, you want me to stop and just be exclusive with you? That means you're gonna take on everything. Mm-hmm. I got this female over here that cooks for me. I got this female over here to give my back massages. I got a female over here that does this and that. So you're saying that you're going to take all these pieces and I'm going to get everything from you. You say you want to be exclusive. This is what I'm accustomed to.
And she said, nah.
Now she like, I can't,
Every day, nah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I'm just saying, and just going over the conversation, I think that's something that does need to be understood. Again, that's part of the dating process too. Because I'm quite sure his high, sex drive, whatever case, didn't just happen when she said I do.
That's what I'm saying.
He was like that before, and she ain't exactly. But now you say I do. Whew, all right, boom. All right.
I'm good. I got.
Nah. Keep it going. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause now and again, it's all you. It's all on you. But I do understand. Like, you do have to have some. Don't be so selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Amy was saying, like, is it you want it every day, like multiple times a day? Like, where do you gotta give him a break. Everything in life takes time. Exactly. That's what Dave said. Mm-hmm. Amy said, it sounds like she should have married a different guy, one with morals. Someone who was equally yoked to her. Yeah. Not a slut pup.
That right there is a serious word. Equally yoked. Like, you got to be equally yoked in all kinds of ways, all kinds of manners and fashions, because it can kill you. It can kill you. Like, people just use that in the church sense, but you need that in all kinds of senses.
Yeah. Like, but I mean, again, I don't know how much was slut pup he was, but I'm saying is they had to be doing something. He was who he was, and she still wanted to marry him. So
no, that was on her, because honestly, I think that she was more concerned with getting married.
Yeah.
She was just, I need to be married, and she didn't know what that meant.
She wanted him to stop getting his food over there and massage over there.
Yeah.
I want you just here.
And we gonna be married, because a lot of people get into that just for the word married. I'm married. But they don't know what that entails.
All right, Antoine. When you find that next one, make sure you put that in. Hey, look, I need that twice a day. You gotta let them know up front. Like,
put that.
Be honest.
Put it in your vows.
You gotta let them know up front so they know what they're getting themselves into. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, they would realize that during the dating process. You know what I'm saying? But like, nah, this dude, God, every time I turn around, he keep saying, you ain't coming overnight. You ain't coming. Then like, this dude, sex drive is high. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Like, this might not be what I want because I'm not there.
Exactly, which is a part of being unequally yoked.
But some people, also think, once you get married, it'll mellow out or they keep change.
It don't.
They are who they are. I mean, it is what it is. He said, you already know I will. But, yeah, they are who they are, man. Don't try to change it. Take it for face value. Like Amy said, You want it 7 every day or 7 times a day? Be straight up. Baby, I need that thing 7. But, and with guys, hey, if you say you mess around and tell her I want it 7 times a day, and she like, I bet. Then y'all get married. Guess what? She expected 7 times a day.
That's right.
It go both ways, Joe. Marriage is work. Sometimes we think marriage is that fairy tale happily ever after, but nope. It's work and sacrifice and compromise.
That's
facts.
So true. I think a lot of girls are raised up to believe that it's just a fairy tale. He's gonna sweep me off my feet. We're gonna have this big, beautiful wedding, and we'll live happily ever after. And it's like
then they drop $15,000 on the wedding and divorce next year. That happened. A coworker was dating someone else he really cared for, but another woman coworker of ours kept messing with his head. After about 6 months, he marries the woman, unbeknown to everybody. He said he married her because he wanted the sex, and it was not what he thought it was going to be. Wow. He walked away from her.
So they got married. He married the girl that was, trying to get at him, and it wasn't what he thought it was, and he left the other relationship for that, and then just ended up divorcing.
He thought it was Ritz crackers, found out it wasn't nothing but saltines. I'm doing crazy. Preparation, hard copies, digital copies, pulling the Dr. Dre. You stupid, huh?
You doing hard copies of the vows?
Blood, sweat, and tears going to merge. Yeah, true that.
Yeah, and so many people are so not ready for that work. That's why they're saying right now, with this quarantine, the divorce rate has gone up 34% from last year. Like, you need to make sure you can even be quarantined with this person. Mm-hmm. It's just like, it takes a lot. It's a lot into it, and I think a lot of people walk into it not knowing the whole reality.
All I say is, man, I say definitely take your time. Get to know the person all the way, because again, you jump out there off of because everything is beautiful in the beginning. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is perfect and that, and you're like, oh, you're messing with
butterflies.
It's like, whoa. Ooh. But then reality kicks in. You're like, oh shoot. like old boy. You know what I'm saying? He thought he was, you know what I mean?
People have killed their mates, and yes, divorce has skyrocketed.
Yeah, since COVID.
Yeah, it definitely. But you know what else has skyrocketed since COVID? Marriages. Is it me or all these people randomly getting married and you seeing all these wedding pictures on Facebook? Because I ain't never seen so many people get married in my entire life. I don't know what is happening. Like, they lonely. They just popped out of nowhere. They got mates out of nowhere, because I done witnessed a lot of weddings.
All right, let's see what happened when the world opened back up. They still be together.
Facts.
They be like, oh, freedom? Shh.
Nah. We good? We not quarantined no more? This was fun.
All right. But nah, that's COVID has had people rediscover who they really are with. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah, because because you're so busy and caught up in the rat race, like, it's some things that probably was there that you probably don't pay attention to, because again, you know what I'm saying, the rat race.
What your mom say? I can't see. I don't know why.
That's the one I just read.
Oh, I thought you said Amy said. No, this is your mom.
Yeah, this is the one I was telling you. She's a coworker. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's all right.
I can't see. Y'all pray for my eyes.
They don't want to die alone, right?
They don't want to die alone. Yeah. I'm with you on that. Like, okay, it's COVID. 100,000 people are dying all over the world. Mm-hmm. Let me go ahead, get this over with, so I can say I was married.
Yeah. Missing 2 nights only with the woman he was been with for 3 years. The other woman approached him and let all of us know they had gotten married, but he still did not go back. Hey.
That's because people be searching for the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
You think sex can hold a relationship together, a marriage? You doing it because of sex? Okay, you'll see.
Dave said the reason people getting married is due to people feel that they don't have the time they thought they had on earth like that. Yeah, that's touching on what
I'm going to have to agree with that. I think that people are learning from this that tomorrow isn't promised because they're losing so many people. I've lost people, that I just knew were going to be here. And I think that you're right about that. I think people are like, shoot, I might not be here tomorrow. I need to go ahead and get this over with. But that still don't mean it's going to work.
True.
Because you're marrying for the wrong reasons.
They said people are tired of being alone and want to be in love and happy.
But just
they're trying
because
to force it, though.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Just because you marry, that don't make it work. That don't make it. Yeah. And some people are married and still alone. You could be lonely as I don't know what in the house, married to somebody. So I just think people are finding the wrong things to do.
And then another thing is people don't understand their mates. Like you can be married, you can be I don't know the opposite word, but you can be an introvert and the person is the opposite, right? But you don't realize that until things like COVID happen.
Well, we're like that. I'm definitely an extrovert. Dre is definitely an introvert. But I don't think that bothers me. I don't know if it bothers him.
No, I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is, going through this COVID, the divorce thing is what I'm talking about. You said the COVID. A lot of people realize, like, whoa. People even realize about themselves. Like, some people probably didn't know they was an introvert.
Yeah, that's true.
And now
until they got real excited
and then it's like,
that they home.
Wait a minute, you know what I'm saying? She, all this out of here, like, hold on, chill. Like, sit down somewhere. And now she like he don't ever want to do that.
Yeah.
But he's always been that way.
Always been that way.
But because now you're able to focus on it because you don't got enough time on your hand.
Death brings people together.
COVID is definitely death.
Is definitely death.
Right, Steve. That's. Oh, he said facts wrong. My bad. But yeah. But like I said. Some people might not even understand that they're introvert, you know what I'm saying, until like this situation happened.
Yeah, that's
because they've been going through life just like cooling, and now you're forced to really dig into yourself.
They've been going through life apart, separately, because people been working. They go to work. They don't talk to each other throughout the day. They go do all this stuff apart. They come in the house. They eat dinner apart. They on their phones when they eating dinner. They watching TV and they go to bed. Now people are being forced to get to know each other and to be around each other, and they're learning that they don't like the person that they married, and that's why all these divorces are happening. Soul searching in COVID. You have to have that come to Jesus talk and reevaluate yourself.
Yeah. And just because you're an introvert and the other person, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but then you have to find that middle ground, right?
Right.
To be like, okay, he's not into this, fine, but he'll wiggle on this. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta find, even with him, like, okay, she like, I ain't really trying to do all of that, but I can compromise right here. Though.
Compromise, that's the word.
In marriage, you've got to find someone you like being around and not get tired of being around. That's why COVID caused so many divorces.
Go ahead, Winston Cheney. Kill it. You killing it.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Picking up what you're putting down.
I agree. You definitely gotta like the person. Sometimes
you might think you do until
COVID.
COVID,
something like
you like
that.
You like it. You in love with COVID? Be like this. Now what you think?
Got him.
Kobe be like, now what you think?
That like you actually have to like a person before the love and all that. I'm in love and all that. A lot of people, when they think they're in love, they find out that they didn't even like the person. It could be something dumb. It could be the smallest thing, and they'd be like, I can't stand this thing.
Oh, I was talking to somebody else. This dude left. He was dating a girl and left her because of the size of her feet.
What?
Everything else was right. He had a problem with it. He said when they come in the house and they put their shoes down, hers was bigger than his.
Wow.
They lay in the bed and their feet just happened to come out the cover.
And he couldn't deal with it. Wow.
He was like, he just felt uncomfortable.
See, you know what I'm saying? People have their preferences.
Hey, you felt uncomfortable. It's like, man.
Like your boy said. Your boy
I told you. I'm just saying.
Your boy said he left a girl because her shoes were dirty. Remember? He said that showed him that she didn't take care of herself.
Yep. He said, man, I had to leave her shoes are dirty. He felt like she ain't clean.
So, people have their preferences. You could be that person. You find out that just this one small, teeny, weeny, eensy, beensy little thing annoys you to pieces, and you done married the person. Mm-hmm. What you gonna do? Divorce?
But that wasn't the point. You gotta love being around that person.
You gotta love being around that person.
Marcus Graham, boom.
And you'll find out if you do in COVID.
Yeah. I mean, you got to find out if you even like yourself. Because you know what? Think about something. That's the boomer syndrome. Yeah, that's the same thing Dave was just saying. Because during the COVID, guess what? Not only is it time to realize who you with, but it's also enough time to find out who you are.
Yes.
You guys love being around each other. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I know.
I enjoy being around Dre. He get on my nerves though, but I really enjoy being around him.
But you got to realize that this time also to check yourself.
Yes.
Because you can find out some things about yourself that you didn't even realize, right? There was good. So deal breaker for me, too. I love pretty feet. Yeah,
you didn't say her feet wasn't pretty. You just said
they
big.
Can you imagine y'all looking at TV and your feet come out the cover,
goodness
and you look down, and you're like, it just look weird. You know what I'm saying? Like, you wear 8, she wear 13. It's like, what
Lord.
I'm just saying.
Shoot.
Some people just,
I think your sons will have that problem because they both got little feet.
Yeah, I don't know what.
They little feet.
You both are example what love is, and the sacrifices you both have inspired so many.
Oh,
thanks,
much
Dave.
love.
Appreciate it,
Thank
Dave.
you.
But yeah. So I say that, like I said, for me, if I had advice on people like I don't have no advice. I'm sorry, but because there's no rules. You know what I'm saying? I just want people to make sure that you understand what you're getting into, and understand that in the beginning is all good. That all good is going to have rough patches. Mm-hmm. I used to say start a fight off the break, just to get it over with.
Is that what you did?
Not on purpose though. But go through something. I feel like go get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Get in the air, off the break.
Find
First
out
date.
how you guys gonna work that out.
Just throw a drink in her face.
Yeah,
see what happens. Is she really going? Oh my God, my hair!
Don't do
then
that.
She's sensitive to her hair, so I can't mess with her hair. It's like nah.
Playing.
But I just feel like because everything is so good, yet never had something is wrong if you never had an argument. If you never had a disagreement, I'm sorry, not argument. If you never had a disagreement, we're doing everything together. Whoa. But
I ain't say no.
but you gotta just understand that everything is bliss in the beginning. And you're gonna go through trials and tribulations. So just be prepared for it. Don't run. It's a fight. No, it is wrong. Used to say somebody was worth fighting for. So it's a fight. How you gonna fight for it?
But don't be in something where you always fighting. Because those things kill me. And people, well, he did this and she did that. And, we arguing all the time. But he worth it. I love him. Like, nah, it's different.
Yeah. Once the change, yeah. Until you see them mad. Until you see them mad at least once.
That's right. Because you have to see how they react to things. And you have to see how you guys can get through the argument. And yeah, Amy, that does mean somebody's fake.
What, everybody just...
yeah. Like, y'all better know, we putting in work.
I have 3 things going on. It says, new job, starting soon, podcast coming this Saturday. I'll be part virtual breast cancer event.
Good Lord. Kill it.
There's always going to be something. Okay, there's always going to be something you disagree. How you disagree is important. If you talk it out good, If it's violent, bad.
Exactly. And you gotta know your red button. Cause I done grown through some stuff, I'm telling you. I used to have a button. You press that button, I'll go off immediately. Now I can at least calm my thoughts, go into a room and go off to myself and not to that, not to a person. I used to snap. Just boom. You hit that button, boom, snap. You see me, it'd be like, wow, what in the world? But I'm not that person anymore. And you got to grow. Like every day is an opportunity to grow and become a better person, to learn yourself. Make sure you're not hurting the people that you love, that you're close to. And make sure you don't keep saying I'm sorry and don't mean it and keep doing the same thing.
What the trainer said, you need to know that in anger that the mate won't blow up the house or set the car on fire.
Ooh, I saw a picture today
I know that's right.
where this lady was angry and she threw all of her man's stuff outside. His clothes, shoes, everything was all over the lawn. And it was the smallest thing that he did. So, like, that, I think that's a serious
He left his
thing.
remote out on the ground and she tripped over it.
I think that's a serious thing. You do need to know how someone deals with their anger, because the last thing you need is your tires busted and your clothes on the lawn. I ain't putting clothes on the lawn because you messing up my lawn.
Whole video game gone.
Yeah, hello.
Now he ready to kill everybody.
You about to kill
I'm about to kill everybody in the house. You done took my Fortnite. 46 years old.
Oh my goodness gracious. Bad, yeah.
Hot grits,
hot
right.
Grits. Go ahead and get the grits. They on the stove.
Grit ball. I know that's right. Growth and maturity right there. Yeah. And I believe, you know what I'm saying, that's, we're not gonna put an age on it, but you know what I'm saying, you gotta, and you have to go through something to grow, right? If you never went through anything, I don't see how you grow. So I feel like you have to go, not that I'm warranting you go through, but life in general, we're gonna go through stuff. So you have to go through it and you should learn from it. Good or bad, you should learn from it. Like with me, like I said, I'm at that point where I think I told you before, I don't feel like men are wired differently. So we can't handle hurt the same. So I think I somehow manifested this thing where I won't allow myself to get to that point where someone devastates me. I'm human, so I can hurt, but I won't be devastated, right? Because I feel like when men get hurt, they become devastated. Like a woman, I'm not saying women don't get devastated, but y'all can handle hurt. Amy get hurt, whatever, she can call Amy and they can just talk it out. They can eat, like I told y'all before, eat ice cream and girl, he wasn't no good, and we put in their favorite song. And and make songs about it. His old big head self and that, and laugh it out.
But the
Dudes can't.
The hurt is still there.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is you have an outlet.
Yes.
Most men don't. Like we can't. Like I can't call. I'm not saying I can't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying I can't. But I'm not gonna be able to emotionally really express myself. I can be like, man, I can't believe she did this. He'd be like, what? What happened? Man, nah. But what if I'm hurting so bad? Like I need to emotionally let out.
I don't believe that's every guy though, because I do know some guys that their girls complain that they're too emotional. I think it all depends on your upbringing.
Yeah, but emotional how? Because I got females to say because a dude, in their eyes, argue over things they feel as like he got female tendencies.
Tendencies.
He gonna argue with me over this, that, and the other. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm like, he's just tripping. I'm talking about like you like hurt. That's petty. I'm talking about like emotionally hurt. Guys, it's hard to have that outlet like females do. The only outlet we have is sports. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then we can't enjoy the game all the way.
Yeah, can't do that.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody's name go across the TV to remind you of her, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so dudes, and we can't express. So we sitting in the house with a bunch of dudes looking at the game, all that sauce you sit in the corner, you want to let out, but you can't.
You be like, are you crying?
Yeah, but you can't.
You crying?
Yeah, but you can't cry. You have to wait till you get to the car. You have to cry in the car.
You gotta cry in the car.
You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying is like emotionally, we don't have the emotional outlet. We can go and talk about it, yeah. But then we gotta, fake like we're not really emotional. Man, I can't believe I ain't even tripping off that though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What y'all gonna do tonight?
And I think Instagram is gonna cut off in a couple minutes because we only have an hour. But I did mention that something is happening with our men. Dre pulled up today a onesie jogging suit for men. And I was like, what is happening? Like, I'm seeing these men in dresses. Now they got onesie jogging suits. They got tight, stretch jeans on and all this stuff. And we are really, really getting diminished on the men. And the men that we do have, like Dre said, they can't be emotional. They can't express themselves, or they're being called not men. So it's a complicated society that we living in right now.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm telling you, man, it's. I ain't even gonna touch on that.
Don't touch on it.
I'm just saying, it's a different breed out this joint.
Definitely
working out will take your mind off the hurt. Yeah, I agree with that because Twan, dude had a one piece onesie and they called it a jogging suit, but it's a onesie.
It's definitely a onesie.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know why you would want to jog in that.
I'm a grown man, dog. I can't get into a onesie. I just can't get with some of this stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? So, it is mind boggling. And again, you be who you want, be comfortable, whatever case may be. But it's just like, I don't want to get into this, but it's an attack. That's all I'm gonna say. It's an attack. It's a planned agenda.
Yeah.
Get the man out the house.
Hey, if you guys are in Maryland, we got 13 days to vote early. So there's a list of locations that you can go and vote early at. So go ahead. Yeah.
Kev.
Yeah.
What's good, Kev?
What's good? Go ahead and do that if you can. We're going to go and take advantage of that on tomorrow.
Yeah. If y'all don't know who to vote for, y'all can pencil me in.
I'm done, babe. You got anything? Anything else?
What up, Kev? Hey, man. What's good, bro? If my girls saw that, they would be like, "What the is that?" Yeah.
Yeah. Don't. I'm
but you know what's
crazy?
crazy?
My man in a onesie jogging.
Yeah, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I can go
things that make you go.
I'll be on it. Don't hold them out, man. It's just confusing to me. It's just they don't get it, man. Like.
That might be our next topic, y'all.
I mean, I don't want to, I ain't trying to offend nobody. I mean, hey, be happy, who you are, whatever the case may be. I just feel like, my opinion is my opinion, I leave it alone. But, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for putting up with us. And we'll see you tomorrow. I'm surprised Al ain't come on here tonight. I wanted to thank him for 2 weeks ago.
It is 1 minute remaining on Instagram. We love y'all.
Actually, it's 1 minute 50-something seconds.
Yeah.
Mom be trying to rush y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. She be trying to rush y'all on the phone. But no, we see y'all next week, man. All right, y'all.